Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of. So this is probably about the worst time for the internet to have reset again. But it's working now. My plan was to rectify a mistake. I will issue here and now an apology to Treat Pop because I did promise that I was going to return to this series yesterday and completely forgot and did the and because I was so focused on Musing Girl, I did the pickup line stream from yesterday in case anyone missed that one. And yeah, just overall just did not register that I was supposed to do Tree Pop until, well, I didn't register it was Saturday until I looked down at the bottom corner and then, hovered over and saw the date. It's like, oh, I have messed up. So that is why we're here now. And I thought, well, this is going to be a simple thing because I'm not going to do that many Gacha reviews until the Music Girl remake comes out because it is a rigorous process and yeah, there's a lot more that still remains to be done. Though so what I was gonna say now. I got distracted because I saw Aiden's message like, oh yeah, I'll let him in. But yeah, normally with Tree Pop and Trust Pop videos, I tend to get through them very quickly. So I did bring like a spare one just in case the stream ends up being super short anyway. But most likely I'll not be here for an exceptionally long amount of time. I say that, but please welcome Aiden to prolong it for me.
Hello.
There we go. Stream prolonged. No, I'm kidding. All right. You're in luck. Apparently, this episode has voice acting in it.
Ooh, exciting. I'm also going to be syncing some Mutant Girl filming I did just now while we do the stream.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I edited while streaming yesterday. And
yeah, I've been in the sad hole. It's not been fun for me. I've just been very depressed and haven't had much motivation to work on videos. But I'm trying to push through and get some Mutant Girl scenes done. I want to get the two scenes done for the remake just to make it easier on you. But it's like,
yeah, thank you.
It's a mental hurdle I have to struggle over. Unfortunately,
I understand, and I appreciate that the effort is going ending up being for my benefit. So I also appreciate that. Hopefully this will lift you up just a little bit while it's going on. Might a bit of levity because as I found, streaming while editing is not actually a bad idea at most times. KW here might disagree based on yesterday, but we'll see what she thinks.
KW is crying inside.
Sometimes the segues just write themselves.
Look, when you invited me to that stream or whatever, I thought we were just reacting to like videos of pickup lines, not people actually doing pickup lines on me.
I did say what the idea of the video was like a week ago.
Yeah, this is me. I remember.
Wait, okay. KW, Felix enters the room. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
KW, I was thinking I need someone to experiment on. Can I experiment on you?
Okay. Now, Emily did do a Felix pickup line yesterday. I think it was the effect of, is your name Felix? Like someone to tie me up and exploit me or something like that. But
listen,
I think that was it. If anyone's curious, go check out that video from yesterday. It's long, but I think it was pretty fun. It's one of those you can easily have on the background while you're doing other stuff. Because that's basically what I did during that stream, was I had it in the background while the stuff was going on. But not this one. This one has visuals to it and voice acting. And we shall get to it.
Yeah, we don't have to do reading.
I heard that.
We don't have to read.
Indeed not. All right, without further ado, on with the... Oh, actually, no. With one further ado, actually. the reason it's season 3 is because Treat Pop, as of recently, deleted quite a few videos, including, to my knowledge, the entirety of season 2. That's why there's a big gap.
Okay,
Yeah,
question: why would you delete all of season 2? Like, there's a gap in story, I guess. Now, oop.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. And the description sort of hinted that this might end up being confusing. Then I remembered this show makes no sense anyway, so it probably won't matter.
No.
In this video.
Oh.
Oh wow! Someone who turns into a half robot with marks on their face. Haven't seen this before.
Why does she have a scratch on her eye? Like, is she bleeding? I thought she was a robot. Or is she a cyborg?
Apparently it was. Apparently it was because of copyright issues. Oh, that's right. Wasn't the Mako Mermaids the theme song for the original series?
Oh, did you have all the videos downloaded? Because if you download them, just cut out the theme song of each episode and just insert a new one.
Yeah, there is.
Just re-upload them.
Something else. I was recently on a stream on Treat Pop's channel for like an hour. And one thing that I didn't get to mention, actually, is that the YouTube editor, while not ideal, does have a few features that can help out with this kind of thing. You can change, if it detects any copyrighted music, it will offer you a chance to change the soundtrack for it. And since the video doesn't have any, those videos don't have any voice acting in them, you actually would be able to just replace the music with something that is hopefully similar. You can select the track yourself, and I
get a lot of my music from the YouTube audio library, so if you want to find a
bunch
of
linked, the YouTube audio library is directly linked into the YouTube video editor.
Yeah,
so
but if you want a bunch of non-copyrighted music that's really good for like background music and stuff, I recommend that. I use a lot of the classical music, but there are some other mostly musical like strings. I think work really good for background music, personally.
It depends on what's going on, obviously.
Well, yeah, depending on the tone. Like, I use like a lot of like the rock music for the action scenes because a lot of that's more intense and works really good for the fight scenes. There's literally a song on the YouTube audio library called "Pressure Cooker," which is like this rock theme that I have like in my YouTube audio files. I literally labeled it "fight music" next to the name. So like whenever I need fight music, I just look up fight music and it's like, okay, this is a rock theme. Insert into video. Fight music.
Also, Chiba, just a quick question: is that a copyright claim or a copyright strikes
I think they're just claims.
Yeah, I believe they're claims because there's more than 3 videos that have been deleted, so they're not copyright strikes. Otherwise, the entire channel would have been taken down.
The whole channel would have been dead.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, I was just wondering because like if they're claims, it should say like, oh, it's not affected or anything like that. But if you want to do something about it to change it, then that's what Jacob has said previously.
Yeah, so. Normally, if you hover over it, it will tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like
then.
my tomorrow's video has a copyright claim, but it's just like a snippet of a trailer. I was like, what's the point of trying to cut this out? That doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That makes sense because the only thing left on the season 2 playlist is a I think it is the theme song or it's a trailer actually. So yeah. Actually, also this is a good question. No, the strike is not cleared if you delete the video. In fact, a lot of the time, the video that gets the strike is automatically deleted anyway, and the strike remains on the channel for 90 days.
And you have to do like you have to contact to YouTube saying the reason why, if it's not actually a copyright strike. Or like you're
you can file a dispute if you want. There's obviously they offer you multiple options. You can get that if you want to get the strike removed early, then you can file a dispute and try to appeal to that. Doesn't always work very well, so
I don't live stream more with my face for a reason. Thanks a lot, you two.
That's not copyright issues. That's community guidelines.
Your face is copyrighted. Your face is copyrighted.
Yes, my face is. Oh, that explains so much, Jacob Butter, because I was on Wine and Date, the reality TV show. So they think I'm not actually person, and they think, oh, you're just using a filter or whatever, so we had to cover strike you because you're using
they think you're a deep fake.
Yes.
Jacob Butter deepfake coming soon, guys.
Oh my goodness. Why the gacha lips? That remains a question for the rest of time.
Well, you see, those lips are hideous, and that's the point. Yeah. I think the point is that they're hideous.
I don't think the point is.
No, the point is that they're hideous.
Okay, Aiden. Most of the time, you're right. Most people who have used these lips have used them ironically or specifically for bully characters. Like replicate the plastic being like the idea of too obsessed with makeup and whatever.
Just saying, there's nothing wrong with being obsessed with makeup.
No, inherently there is not, but it is a bully archetype.
It's a bully archetype. Listen, okay, I want some positive makeup representation. Gotcha.
Well, then I guess we'd better introduce the character in Fallen Angels then, who has not the gacha lips. That's too far. Something else. We'll play around with the blusher. That's a bit more subtle.
I mean, I could have a character be like a makeup business person.
That is also true. Again, many options, but the point is that's used the archetype. In this case, these are the main characters, so I don't think it's being used as a mocking archetype or anything. It's not ironic. It's not ironic this time. So yeah.
Oh, triple tail. I mean,
I do appreciate the changing to the moving mouths.
Were you talking to yourself? What's going on to your back? You got scratches and you got eye is red.
Yeah. Okay. So first, like 3 problems, I think. Because a lot happened there. So. Firstly, the character just did not move whatsoever during that entire dialogue. Again, I guess to reference Fallen Angels again, very early Fallen Angels and Running With You had this issue, so I understand it is a beginner's thing. But that's where you want to try and add at least a few more poses.
Add at least a pose changer too.
Yeah.
Unless the line is painfully short. If the line is painfully short, like a few words, like 1 or 2 words. Then you don't need a pose change. But if the line is like, say, 15 seconds long, you definitely need at least 1 pose change in there to make them not seem dead.
Yeah, absolutely. Second thing is I can't really tell what is being said some of the time. I mean, that might just be a mic issue as well, because on the stream that I was on with Treat Pop was also kind of hard to hear at the same time. But yeah, I'll turn up the volume. I just don't want to be overwhelmed by the music, because that's the audio balance issue. And then the final issue is the fact that it doesn't seem like she's being interrupted and just randomly vanishes, and I couldn't tell in the preparation for that. So yeah, there you go.
I guess I have to play along there until base is complete. And
why is Treat Pop a robot?
I presume something that happened in season 2.
I have to play along as normal then.
I guess I have to play along and also play along. Oh, I was gonna say that clip was from one of the only ones that's still left available.
Also, this is just my advice for the Treat Pop channel. If you're trying to still figure out what to do with the season 2 material in the meanwhile, but you want to keep people in the loop what happened during season 2, record a season 2 recap. Just record talking about what happened in season 2. Maybe have some silent B-roll footage from season 2 in the background recapping it, just in case someone wants to be like, season 3 is confusing. Let's watch maybe a 15-minute recap to understand what's happening while the videos aren't on the channel, just so you could somewhat understand what happened in between seasons.
That is true. Yeah, kind of reminds me of the season 1 recap that Afmal did of Minecraft Diaries. Way back in the day. I don't have to mute these anymore. Was it say evil as trust? Anyway. Yeah, to my understanding, like most like intros for a particular season will have usually from the season that you're watching, because obviously the temptation is you have all the footage already, and in the case of YouTube shows, most of the time the episodes aren't completed in advance, so you don't have the footage before you make it necessarily. So that yeah, it's kind of a lose-lose situation, I suppose. But I guess I was wondering that's the reason that we don't tend to include that many clips in our intros anymore.
Ola, why did you put this magic cream on me? What's this supposed to do?
It's to clean your face, Tamsin. What do you think?
I think it's not good because
I mean, it's not really magic cream, then, is it? It's just cream.
I think the cream is gonna be icky and slimy and stuff.
But it's already been applied to you, so you're going to be icky and slimy. It already would be icky or slimy. And furthermore, why do we not see the cream be applied in this case? This is, again, a case of tell, don't show.
I mean, don't be wrong, because you need to get a cheaper, because, not the right cream. I just need literal strawberry cream, and you need to grow.
I think that's meant to say, store-bought, not straw-bro. What?
Straw-bro.
Yes, come to this new store called Stowbro.
No, we've gone from crypto bros to NFT bros to straw bros now. It's the new thing.
Okay, yeah.
Right now, so off we go.
They're trading farm products on the blockchain.
Go and shop it. And we'll see you again soon. I will see you again soon. Toodles.
Okay. So, I don't think I've ever said this for a voice-acted episode before, but this feels unscripted. Purely because this is the second time that you've like corrected yourself, and I don't remember that being a character trait of Tamsin in season 1, that she would like go over, like, correct herself as she carries on. So it's not like Marinette, for example. She's not saying one thing and then immediately like auto-corrects herself because she's realizes she's messed up and it becomes a garbled mess half the time.
A voice-acted series with no plus whatsoever. Who would do that? Totally not me. No, why would I do that?
But you've scripted your voice-acted stuff. I should know I was in that.
I mean, okay. Well, I think KW is referencing Pony season 1.
Oh,
yes,
okay, fine.
Thank you.
And I mean, okay, so to be fair, that being under the classification of voice acted is debatable. Because when I would think of something that's voice acted, I would think of multiple voice actors in more of a production instead of a one person role play thing where they just kind of talk to themselves.
Wouldn't that mean that Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series would not count as that, at least for the early seasons, because it was all Little Karibo?
Oh.
Maybe? But that's also scripted, so that's also a bit more complicated. I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't necessarily wouldn't be like full-on voice actor, because then it's like you're your only voice actor.
Well, I mean, things can include only one voice actor. I mean, honestly, some of our stuff, as you've limited the cast very directly. Sometimes it could have been a case of like,
well, to be fair, in that case, it's like, I think the least amount of VAs I had in something was 3.
This is technically how Gacha voice acting started. I remember, the quote that changed my life from Aphmal was, hearing her go like, "Oh, I like when people add their own voices to these Gacha videos." But yeah, she was reacting to someone again, just only there's only one person voicing over every single character, And it wasn't even to this degree where you have the moving mouths or anything, because that came later from watching Akmal's actual gachas. That was just the screenshots and speech bubbles that we're all used to, but just also acted out or read out, depends on the quality of that. But yeah, the only thing that we're missing, it seems, is a script. I think Treepop hasn't really confirmed or denied that. But if you think about the actual official voice acting would be acting with your voice, and technically, I guess in a sense, Treepop is playing herself here because I'm pretty sure that her name is actually Tamsin in real life. So not really sure. I guess when it gets to Isla, we also don't know if that's the only person voice acting because I didn't check the credits this time. So
whenever I hear the name Tamsin, I think of the show Lost Girl because there was a major character in that show called Tamsin. I just think of that show whenever I hear that name.
Oh, okay. I checked the description. It says voiced by Tamsin and Isla, so they're both voicing themselves, but it does still count. Also, in this episode, Isla bought some facial cream. I don't know if that's a word or not. And it's supposed
facial. I think they meant facial.
Probably. And it's supposed to clean your skin. And meanwhile, Tamsin seems a little sus. So that's the description, by the way, because I forgot to read that earlier.
Perfect. My face plan hasn't worked, so I can get rid of transport, annoying person, and everybody else.
I would normally complain about the delivery of the diabolical lines here, but this is technically a robot, so I guess it sort of works.
I do like the fact that there's actually a voice filter on. I think that's cool.
Oh yeah,
I mean, when I do voice filters, I really struggle with adding stuff on. Like, mostly comes to when someone's speaking inside their head. I tend to like to add like a minor echo filter over their voice just to kind of like have a bit of audio difference. But then it's like one of those things where it's like you don't want it to be too subtle where you can't understand them, or it's too subtle where you don't know it's there, or too much where you can't understand what they're saying. So it's like one of those
you definitely
things.
could tell that it's been applied in some way. I mean, the thing is, I tend to use them too much because I tend to forget they're even on, and also I can't hear myself what's going on. But yeah, sometimes it's just nice to have them.
I do want to try and eventually do like some voice like alters and stuff like that, but I just don't know what apps to use and everything and stuff like that. Or, so.
I'm most of the time, or at least before I got this, I got the audio interface I use now, obviously to do it live. Most of the time, if I did have to use like an effect of some kind, I would usually just do in post-production, just go into Audacity and like change it afterwards.
I mean, I do it in my actual editing software. I just mess with the echo filter and I just play around with it till I think it sounds somewhat decent. That's what I do.
I think CapCut has like some like voice alters, but like they're not like the greatest. Because I was testing it out for something for the Zelda movie, and I'm like, that doesn't sound good.
I mean,
recently record a character that sounds like this in People Above. And if I take the audio filter off, it's just me doing this voice. But you add it and it's a little bit different as well.
One thing
Aiden, Emily, myself.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I think would be cool if we ever end up having Clemai be voice acted is have the Dark Warlock whenever he's like has the hood up, has like a voice filter on to kind of distort his voice. So the others can't easily pick up that it's their father because it's kind of obvious.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Clemai is going to be voice acted at least for now.
Yeah, but that would be ideal to have some voice filter on.
I had a cursed image of Hawkmoth just like speaking through like an actual like filter.
I definitely tried to figure out how. Okay, look, this is actually my major issue with Miraculous. How much I love this show to death is how come Cat Noir and Ladybug not know that they know each other and they're falling in love with each other. It's like, come on, can you not see the hair? Can you not see can you not hear each other?
People have tried to use the excuse of, it's magic cloaking them. It's like, really? Because that's some powerful magic.
Yes, it is, and that's the whole point, right? That it's they have powerful magic.
I just
Yeah,
wish
but
it
magic
happens.
But I mean, it was never
I mean-
stated in the show. The magic distorts it. It's just the stuff I
It's
think the
there's
writers.
there's no one of them was powerful enough to wipe out the dinosaurs. So I mean, why not?
Oh, actually, well, technically speaking, that's the Kwamis.
Yes, that's where the magic comes from. So,
but the main thing with the them, oh god, I can't say it right now, is the
Kwamis,
fact that their power is probably technically more powerful than when they're being used for the hero forms. It's just more wild and uncontrollable and hyper dangerous. You do not want a cataclysm from.
Oh no, I understand,
Yeah.
and I have seen that to this point. But the fact is, they still have the ability to do those things, regardless of the nature of them.
Yeah,
So it's
Kiki
not
almost destroyed the world
folklore.
once by doing a lucky charm twice. Actually, it was
There you
twice.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so if that's a possibility, then I don't think it's unreasonable for them not to be recognized.
Yeah, fair enough. I was just like, was there even like a simple explanation of that? Like,
The only person that I think so far should have really caught on is bizarrely Chloe, because at one point she styled her hair exactly like Ladybug's, even dyed it, and at no point did she think, "Oh wow, this looks like the disgusting head that Dupan Chen girl has." Like, other than that situation, I'm fine with every other moment. It just kind of seems like the thing that she would find utterly ridiculous. Anyway.
Utterly ridiculous!
I only just caught on to that because I was only just yesterday forced to change from the Spanish dub to the English dub, because for some reason the edit on Disney Plus of the Spanish dub only, like, I got to a certain episode and somebody's like only went into the left ear, which was very irritating. So I had to switch it to English.
No, I hate when that happens. Jeez. My worst nightmare is when wearing headphones. The audio's like on one side and not both, and it's just like, ah!
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, triple day. I was looking for you. I mean, were you talking to yourself or what was going on to your face? I mean, you got.
I mean, did you hear any of the conversation before you teleported in? That's the question.
And you got the eye is red and the other one is black. So I don't know.
I cannot hear anything. I'm just like,
okay, so at the moment, the observation that's being made is that one of her eyes is red, the other one is black, which just kind of essentially doing the what big eyes you have, Granny line from Red Riding Hood, but also I guess without any response from from Tamsin here, just like, yep, that is true. I have indeed changed. That cream that you just gave me was utterly pointless. That's why I sent you for more. So apply it to my face now, please.
Your face, girl. Well, because we don't want to see your face. So come on, let's go, and we don't want to be late.
Come on, let's go, and we don't want to be late. So I feel like you're reading off a list, which is weird because this seems like the only voice acted thing that I don't think is read off of anything.
I guess I have to play along then until it is complete.
You just said you had to play along. That was what we just went over this.
And guess I have to play along as normal then.
Didn't we just do this?
Yeah. What?
Wow.
That's it?
Yep. That's
it?
That's a common thing. Everyone at the end of these episodes always says that's it.
Yep.
That is okay. For starters, these episodes need more length. I know I've complained about like Klamai episode length, but even Klamai at least has some amount of length in their episodes.
Klamai has things that happen, and that's the difference.
Yeah.
This was a glorified conversation.
I was like, I was gonna say, at least trying to go past the 5-minute mark to make it considered as an episode.
Some of your episodes are like 4 minutes. Okay, listen, you really need length. Not to mention you have like a 1-minute intro.
I don't mind short episodes because sometimes, again, there's a lot that they bring forward to the table. I mean, some of the early Pops episodes were actually very short. We just talked a lot about them because there was so much to actually say.
I mean, yeah, but my main thing of short episodes is they could be short, but as long as something happens in them, most of the time, nothing in short episodes, barely anything happens in any short episodes. Like a thing happens, and especially when you have a short season. Like again, I'm pointing out Klamai. Klamai has 8 episodes in season 1.
Yeah.
With episodes being shorter, but some stuff happening, the episodes, if they had more length, it would have been a bit better. Episode length.
I'm looking at my playlist of Klamai, and the only things that are 3 minutes or 4 minutes long are the Project Earthera and Project Magica video when I first started making the series, when I was just introducing the characters. The actual episodes, the shortest ones are the ones that are 5 minutes long.
Counting the intro and counting the end card, it's like 3 minutes out of a 5-minute episode.
Okay, well, I'm talking about the
3 minutes.
I'm talking about the video's length. I'm not talking about like the episode.
Content.
Yeah, Aiden's referencing the actual content itself.
Although, yeah, content length.
I'll use another example. Puppy Love was also written to only have 8 episodes, and I just looked this up like very quickly. Like episode 2, I can't remember how long episode 1 was. Episode 2 is only 10 minutes long, which is not super short, but it's not excessively long either. So
yeah, I mean, again, I think 10 minutes is decent. I think 10 minutes is a really good episode.
All right, back to episode 1 of season 4. Please, you will love it.
What?
Season 3, episode 2. What a good question, Josh. And it's I'm so glad that I prepared for this in the event that the episode would end up falling short again, and already downloaded episode 2 to watch here because I knew this would happen. So this is what about season 3 that one. Let us begin. Also, apparently, according to True Pop, this song apparently was also copyrighted. But why was that left up? Or was that in reference to the Marco Mermaids one? Because I saw like good theme song, but shame about copyright right after we watched the intro, so I might have got confused. I don't really know. I think sure Ballet Pop's episode is Poisoning Pin for like 8 to 9 minutes long. Yeah, when I was thinking like your pop stars, I was thinking more like, jazz pops from back in the day. That was where most of the short episodes were. But even then, there was still a little bit. You can still, and also you can still see the progress that was going on. The difference is, I guess, that with jazz pops, you can probably, it makes very easily bingeable content, and also because jazz pops and disco pops, to their credit, both came out very quickly after each other. No one was like waiting for too long for content, so if you watched it outside the confines of a review, you probably would be mostly fine. Just going through in one or maybe 2 goes, depending on what you want to do for a season. True Pop and Trust Pop, you can never tell which direction they're going in, so it's a little bit more difficult to discern. That might be part of the issue as well. But hey, last one ended up on a cliffhanger, so let's see if that pays off. Oh, okay. I guess we're not doing voice acting anymore.
They're like, what's enough? What's it enough?
Why? Okay. Oh well.
I mean, okay.
I mean, it would have been nice if the voice acting continued and steadily improved, because the thing with voice acting in series in general is, voice acting in a series improve over time. Yeah, that is very true. Honestly, look at Early Mutant Girl. I just gave Bon his bingo for the day. But look at Early Mutant Girl, and you'll see the difference.
I think. Oh wait. Oh yeah. We already did set all of our shows as names.
Yes. Yeah. I was the last one to mention one of my own because I talked about 4 Ninjas. Oh, I talked about Puppy Love as well, didn't I? Yeah. Never mind. But yeah, Early Mutant Girl, great example of that everyone at the time, apart from me, had their first voice acting experience. It was also my first time directing, so a lot of things could have been done better. And also, again, I had none of the editing prowess either. But as far as general performances go, everyone got more comfortable as they went along. Or they stayed the same. Depends on the person, but you know, a lot of them did improve. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read the actual lines themselves.
Oh yeah, we're not voice acting. I have to read now.
Yeah.
Class, my name is Miss
Well,
Lion, and I will be your new teacher for this September.
a teacher who only goes by Miss. I hope BB's lurking right now. Oh, never mind. It's Mr. Lila. Never mind. Okay, fine.
Mr. Lila.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, question for this September, or is it like a substitute thing, or is it like a permanent new teacher?
The line for this September implies it's a substitute.
But like, is it like monthly teachers? Like, I am your teacher for this September. Then we're gonna have a teacher for then a new teacher for October. Then November.
Well,
Listen.
I don't think that's the rotation. I think maybe
monthly
they might have
teacher.
found a more permanent teacher, or they're trying to find one, but they couldn't, and so they got somebody who was able to do a month. That's
I like her design.
not unheard of.
The purple is so cute on her, and also, like, okay, this is how you do a character with one color going throughout them. The fact that you're using different shades. See, this is what happens when you use different shades. It's magical having lighter purples and like darker purples be all together.
Who are you attacking, Ian? I'm really curious.
Just people in general, KW, I'm not attacking you. I would have told you if I'm attacking you.
Would
Or maybe a
you?
lot more concrete.
Would you? The way you said it, at least some people has this
Listen,
idea.
do you know how many pop series I have seen where they have the same shade of a single color throughout their whole design? They don't even try different shades of that color or any other accent colors.
Quite a few.
Listen,
Also,
yes.
All right. Oh, Nor. By the way, Nor is the is one with
Nar.
Yeah, Gacha might cover Nor, another person with a different pop series that I've also reviewed in the past. But yeah, Nor. I just want to do that.
Nar.
Okay. I was more ripping off, you know, the lore thing, but yeah. Are you okay? No, there is something wrong with me. Like at home, I think I played too much Piggy.
Is Piggy still relevant?
Piggy voices you want. Well, let me tell you, I have not used this voice in a long time, and I completely forgot about it yesterday. This is what I supposed to sound like for Soldier. And this was Torture, the two characters I used to play for Citrus's videos. We're back, baby. Anyway, I think I played too much Piggy.
Oh, right, sorry.
Isla
Yeah.
Tasman not talking in my class.
Sorry, Miss Delilah. I think the whole had to start down. Oh yeah, I forgot. This was the only adaptation pop series. Well, one of the only pop series to actually adapt the pop rings that they get in and the beeping that sometimes means they're being summoned.
Those are necklaces.
Yes, but they have the rings on necklaces. That's what they do in the source material.
Question: is the girl next to them in yellow also have a pop ring?
Supposedly, yes, from the intro.
Yeah, you can actually see it.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like, is that because I was wondering if that was just creators being like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put a necklace on them, or if that was actually meant to be one of the pop rings.
No, it is meant to be one of the pop rings, but yeah.
Also, outline black hair.
Someone's in trouble. Yeah, that's a good point. Someone's in trouble.
No.
Oh no, we have to save them. Nor is hearing all of this, by the way, but completely ignoring it because
they're just talking about this in class. Yeah, I wonder what. I wonder.
Nora's a professional, though. She's not supposed to reveal that. To the bathroom. Why would you yell that? The teacher's already told you off. Don't yell that. What a
No,
bad
wait. The
idea.
teacher would be like, instead of going to the bathroom, you could go to the principal's office.
Oh my goodness! I sound like a cursed visual. You know like the old Batman transitions where it's like like that.
Yeah, no.
You know, to the bathroom. I just had a visual because like like the zoom in as well with the Gacha lips. I just had like a cursed image of the Gacha lips coming forward and kissing the camera and then moving back in, and that's the transition.
Bond, if you're planning to next to like a chaos live stream video or whatever, do not do that. I will come at your Canadian house, bash the door down, and whack you with my frying pan I have in the background.
Everyone, to Bond's Canadian house. There you go. Now you got audio for it. I can't believe it's our first mission.
Wait. We're in season 3 and it's your first mission?
I think this is to imply that this robot does not have access to all of the data banks it needs.
Uh-oh.
And our pop rings tell us if someone is in trouble.
Thank you for the obvious exposition.
And we got one mission. I can't believe it's our first mission. Also, we got one mission. And until that one is done, then we get another one, so that's 2 missions.
Yes.
Okay, are you ready?
Totally. TV.
I guess Isla suspects nothing from that conversation.
Yeah.
She was
Isla's
there.
Isla's kind of stupid, you know. She's a little bit dumb. She doesn't understand a lot of things.
Okay. Oh, Josh is asking where her skull went. She applied more magical face cream. Yeah, very
Sounds like
transition. But I'm surprised you didn't have the transformation sequence for this.
Let's go, Izzy. Wait, question. Is there corruption?
Or not. I guess Izzy can just stand there and say she's right behind you. All right, then.
Question, though. Is the corruption like a possession or a corruption? Okay, because the concept of corruption and possession aren't synonymous at all. Because possession is when another being itself is possessing you, where corruption is yourself or a version of you being darkened and turned more evil, I guess, or like more nefarious. It's very different being corrupted and possessed. They're not the same concept.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, the word corrupt was used, but she should have all her memories intact because she's corrupted. She's just acting evil.
Remember, Tamsin is acting sus. Acting sus was the line, so that may mean that this is not the real Tamsin. It's actually an imposter, given the language that has been used.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say.
Okay, because that is very different. Yeah.
I mean, I understand where Annie's coming from, but also I feel like corruption could also mean that something else is trying to possess it. Because if you, oh wait, I don't know if Annie has seen the Haunted series.
It can also bring forth amnesia. I guess to bring up Miraculous again, there was an episode right before I had the audio issue, so I watched it in Spanish. But there was one episode where Luca gets akumatized, which is a form of corruption because it's not a full possession; it's a striking of a deal. You get more powers, it's an evil version of yourself, yada yada.
Well, the thing with corruption is the corruption normally tends to strive off versions of yourself. Say you have a resentment towards someone. Like, say someone's always hogging the limelight and always pushing you down. Like, say you get corrupted, then that resentment would turn more into anger and hate, and you would do stuff that you would never be willing to do in reality.
That's why I said it's a corruption. We're saying the same thing here, Aiden.
Yeah. Versus a possession would be like a whole nother entity controlling you, or a whole nother person. So to go back to
my point before Aiden reiterates his one that he already made previously, there's one point where again, I don't know the actual name in English, but I think of it more like silencer or something, whatever Lucas Akumda's form was called, says a line to Marinette, like a full monologue, which is like a love confession. And then afterwards, at the end of the episode, Marinette asked him about that, and he does say that he doesn't remember it, but then he repeats the monologue anyway. So, you know, it came from him, but he does not remember saying it at the time. And in fact, every akumatized person is always like, where am I? What am I doing here? So, again, corruption can lead to amnesia. So if this is a corruption that's going on, not just a whole, you know, of an imposter robot, it does stand to reason that Treepop would not have all of her memories right now.
Well, in those examples you posted, actually, the amnesia came from the fact that the person who has amnesia was uncorrupted and they don't remember what they did while corrupted in those examples.
So,
versus in this case, it would be the person who is corrupted has amnesia from their normal self, which isn't normally the case. Normally it's their darker / worse impulses coming out rather than you know, like a new person.
Okay, different example then. Green Knight, because in Green Knight there was an example of
isn't Green Knight not a well-told story? Listen, all I'm saying is let's not use bad examples. Like, oh yeah, this terrible story has it. Okay, and do not use bad stories as good as examples of ways good things, because those are bad examples. Those are good stories to begin with. You need a good story to explain it. I mean, even Miraculous is kind of debatable of a story, but still, in some regards, it's good.
Okay, all right. So, I'm going to say that Jake's friend / brother in the Haunted series is getting corrupted by Herobrine, and Herobrine is possessing him, which, based on what Aiden's saying, feels like two separate things. As the corruption grows stronger, Herobrine is taken over. Oh, so the corruption is also like priming the person for possession.
Yeah, basically, because Herobrine put his soul into Jake's friend, and the friend is getting corrupted by his evil stuff and everything, but he started losing a part of himself because Herobrine is taking over him.
Oh, cool! I can use Harry Potter as an example. Thank you for that opening. Okay.
No problem!
So the possessions overriding the personality, basically.
Yeah, so actually, yeah, that is sort of how it works in Harry Potter. So at one point in the Order of the Phoenix, when they're at St. Mungo's, Harry overhears some Order of Phoenix members talking about what's been going on. This is after the Arthur Weasley attack. So at one point, I think it was Moody randomly says, "Oh yes, but if Voldemort's possessing him, yada yada yada," and then that actually towards the next part of the chapter, that's the end of the chapter. The next chapter goes into Harry's thoughts like, "Oh, what is happening? But is that the case? Am I being possessed?" And then he tries to talk to other people about this, or not really. Actually, no, he doesn't. He tries to avoid even the subject, but at least try to bring it up to some sort of, they gives him some sort of closure. Ginny eventually finds out and tells Harry that she's the only person who knows what it's like to be possessed by Voldemort because of the Chamber of Secrets. And Harry's like, I forgot. And she goes, lucky you. Incidentally, this is also the first time that Harry and Ginny ever have a full conversation alone for all of the people interested in that side. But so yeah, they compare notes about what it felt like, and indeed, it felt like two completely separate things. The possession thing did lead to Ginny not remembering anything that she actually did. Harry's one I would say more of an attempt at corruption, but again, it's sort of like an opening that the more that he allows that to happen, the more that he's letting Voldemort in, and therefore could lead to evading his mind, which seems like what is going on with Herobrine here. Boom! There we go. We got the distinction. Oh, that was the rocket thing. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay.
Oh, I cannot read that.
I think the teacher will make us get detention. Assuming the teacher knows your secret identities, you did just meet
them. Mean, you did pretty much announce it to the class. Openly talking about it. Like,
You know what, that's fair. They were in the front row, or the only row, so...
maybe just don't be stupid with your identities.
Yeah.
Although maybe she is concerned about the fact that they're going to be missing for long periods of time. The teacher's going to think they skipped school, therefore
And
they're
it's
going
going
to
to see
get
the massive hole in the wall and the ceiling as well. So
I mean, yeah, I'd be like, hey, you're actually going to be expelled because why would you destroy the ceiling?
Incidentally, most schools have CCTV, so good luck with displaying that one.
Okay, well, to be fair, there isn't any in the bathroom
Oh yeah, that's true.
because that'd be creepy. Do not, not have cameras in the bathroom.
Bathroom, okay, but if the seating is not a separate building, then it might be the seating.
I mean, if it's two floors, she's gonna go straight through that ceiling, and she's gonna probably get.
Oh, but she's already gonna be transformed, so they wouldn't know. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they would be mad at the pop for destroying the school, and they probably try to yell at the pop and maybe get them arrested.
Yeah, detention pops, I suppose. I don't know.
Detention pops. That's the next Pops major spinoff.
Yeah. Oh wait, I have an idea. Right,
Can't you fly?
Or yeah, but I mean, we know that Izzy can. Now, how do we get across? There's no need to thank. It's a cool
it just fails.
Not but also,
she just like drops and she fell through. Help! It's ready!
It's made out of pure light, so it has no structural integrity.
Exactly.
Hey Jacob, I just finished syncing the video together, so I'm exporting it. I'm gonna DM it to you soon.
All right, thank you very much. Now let's go. What's wrong? I just touch it and my feet burn, so I think I made it with the wrong material. The magic won't hold long.
Then why are you going to get off it and talk to her? You should tell. You should. Why would you leave the bridge and not?
This is like that scene in the Matrix. That scene in Matrix where like, okay, we're being chased by agents. We have to escape now in order to like avoid capture, or they're not gonna capture us. They're just gonna kill us. So whatever. Neo, wait! Before you go, I have to tell you something. Everything the Oracle has told me has been true. It's like, yeah, Trinity, could we wait like 5 minutes, please? No, I must tell you now. Everything has become true. I won't say what, but it has become true. Oh no, there is an agent. I better leave. Sorry,
oh no,
Neo.
I've ran out of time. Oops-a-daisies. I'm kind of stupid.
Exactly. And then she like whispers what it was actually to him, but while he's still bugged. Like, what is going on? But it's strong enough to hold us too. We don't need.
Then what? Just run across it.
If anything, you could also. Okay, I think maybe what Tree Pop is trying to say here is that the magic will fade after the first person touches it. Sort of like a platform in a video game. You know how some of them will like break or fall as soon as they get like their first input, but they have like a time limit before they actually fall. I think that's the implication. Like this has a time limit, but as soon as someone steps on it, so they have to both go at the same time. They can't wait for one person to go and not the other.
Okay, well, you can say that in way less words. You can be like, hey, I don't think it will last long after one of us touches it, so we have to run on it at the same time. Bam! A sentence! Oh my god!
Yeah, pretty much. Let's go.
Also, the scene's in your DMs, Jacob.
Okay.
Oh, so wait, yeah, the whole okay.
Yeah, they're sliding into your DMs like.
Yeah.
Also, sign edit as well. Trade. I'm tired. We keep walking for hours now, and my legs are killing me. Okay, so now we have a few pose changes while people talk. Again, we need that in the voice acting episode. Yes, you can. And next episode, we will keep walking.
You're breaking the fourth wall!
This is the reverse of the Knuckles and Amy scene in Sonic X.
No! Jacob, no!
Instead, it's the pink one that is encouraging people to carry on.
Okay, I guess. Wow. That episode had so much plot, guys. The story has really progressed.
I mean, it had more plot than the last one, which is not saying a lot. So
The last one was a single conversation. A single conversation.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's an improvement, but it's an improvement over a exceptionally low bar.
The only time a single conversation to work if it's a really long conversation and that conversation is very dynamic and we learn a lot about the characters or lore or story or anything. That's the only time a single conversation works in an episode.
Well, yeah, and a lot of the times those conversations all tend to be broken up into events.
Yeah, and we get
I
visuals.
was going to mention Family Guy as an example, but most people watching this are probably too young for that one. So yeah, there's a very famous Family Guy episode that follows that structure. It's only two characters that are trapped in one room, and there's several events that go on. I guess the Mutant Girl episode that we're working on is mostly a conversation between two people, mostly, not exclusively.
Not really. We have some setting changes. I mean, technically, it takes place all at the beach, but it's also several different parts of the beach.
Yeah,
and then we also get cutaways.
That's how we distinguish them.
Yeah, and we also get several different cutaways to other, or we get two cutaways. We get two cutaways to what was happening somewhere else.
We get one. Yeah, that's. Well, I guess we get
one
somewhere else, and then
the end scene
is the following day, so it doesn't really count.
Mm.
Yeah.
Actually, remember? Actually, I do need to talk to you about that. Remember how like the beach episode was supposed to take place over the summer holidays?
Yeah.
The summer holidays isn't a weekend, dude, or a week. It's 3 months in the United States.
I understand that, so...
Yes. So I did discuss this with you before, but what I think we should do is, before the last scene, add a time card saying 3 months later, specifying the new school year has begun. Because the summer holidays are not just a week. They're not.
No part of the episode suggests that they are necessarily.
It did, because the end scene, if the end scene takes place the next day, it hints at Marwick's birthday, but then we cut back to school in episode 7, establishing the summer holidays are already over. And if that scene takes place a day later,
it could just be the last day of the summer holidays. It's not unreasonable.
But the way the group project arc ended was setting up the fact that they're going to go to the beach the next weekend. And
did Sebastian specify the next weekend?
Yes, he's like, hey, next week this weekend, do you want to go to the beach or something?
Okay, that's where the fix needs to apply then. So if he did specify that, you didn't mention that. So
yeah, so
that's that part that we need the fixing then. And if anything, we just have the conversation. So that's that's fine. I can just add the timestamp.
Yeah, just establishes 3 months later or something like that. Because listen, okay, timeline placement is just it's not a week.
I understand what you were saying. I just didn't understand the necessity until you specified that there was a time statement before.
Yeah.
You kind of missed out the one detail you needed there.
Yes.
Speaking of details, let's get back. Let's the final thoughts on these 2 episodes.
I think it's cool that you did try to voice act. That's really brave and encouraging. I hope maybe that once you get the hang of voice acting, you do it 10 times way better and everything like that, feeling with the emotions and stuff like that. Basically the Avatar quote.
Avatar quote?
Oh my goodness. Okay, we have this thing where we talk about how we wrap up lots of these episodes with the whole horrible, shameful, we'll tell you, but the effects were decent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I liked it when she blasted through the roof of the school. How he had the green screen rebel falling. I thought that was cool. I mean, it would have been so easy just to include just a minor sound effect for going through the roof, but to go out of your way to add the green screen effect was nice.
Yeah, I appreciate of course the use of the powers as well, and the call from the pop rings. Surprisingly, this series, even though it keeps the pop rings, hasn't introduced Majesty in any form or referencing.
Is Majesty canon to this? How did they get the pop rings?
Yeah, my understanding from watching one of the streams that with Troop Up and Eli is that that isn't part of the franchise, and it's actually a separate thing. But also included within the Nor continuity. You know what? We'll call it the lore of Nor because that sounds good. They are separate, but I mean, again, referencing super magical girls and calling them pops does carry that implication with it. So it does. It seems like it seems like it follows the same logic to that. But yeah, from me, I suppose. Yeah, it's nice to see how these things are developing. But again, weird to say with the voice acted one, but that I've never said the voice acting thing felt unscripted before, but it does seem like it. It seems like this one screenshot was taken and then the line was voiced over and added improvised immediately, and then you then carried on. I haven't said one way or the other in the chat, as far as I'm aware, but that's so far. So if you do decide to return to voice acting, outline it first. If anything, just outline the episodes in general. If you're not already scripting them, do that because it will help you immensely anyway. Even if your thing isn't voice, it's not voice. That seemed to go down well. So yeah, and you've got the visuals to support that anyway. So hey, put the visuals down too. That's and that will make it all feel a lot more structured. That might also be. Oh wait, no, they were because they were written down that they were actually playing with like other people. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, do that. That's my #1 gacha piece of advice. I always say to people, always write a script, and that will solve like half of your problem.
Yep.
The other half will come with time, like the voice acting one. Yeah. And I guess also, that if that helps, hopefully change or adapt your mic settings. There's some things you can do with audio and post-production that will help with being able to understand them. Honestly, look up. This is how I learned to edit better. Weirdly, CDog VA used to do this series reviewing bad voice acting, and most of the tips that I got from those videos are mostly to do with directing. Weirdly enough, so and he mentions like how it's a good ways to deal with things like noise reduction or amplifying or other things, and that actually is something I've been using ever since. Why I was able to stop going to DJ Static for everything. Just make your friends to make the script for you. Well, to mixed results, it seems like you end up regretting that decision. So, I guess like you in the past to some extent. But at least in that case, there would be a script that would still be an improvement. Well, hopefully. Again, depends if their friends are rubbish at scripting. But yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we got to an hour, decent time. I've got a scene to watch from Aiden and some of my own to make and food to consume. So I'm gonna head off.
Bye.
Next time we'll do another editing stream. I'll do some more pickup lines of Soldier from Biggie.
Oh no! I am scared. I don't know. Oh.
I mean, you've already heard the voice. I gotta come up with material. You see.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid
of. The Soldier voice is a weird one because that one was never developed with the intention of people getting flustered over it, but the director cast me specifically for that, so it's somehow
no.
I got that role actually. I forgot how that even came to be.
I was like, imagine like the next video is just us playing Peaky, but we do like Peaky pickup lines.
Yeah. Pickup lines. Pickup lines.
Oh
my! I've never actually played Piggy. I just know
I never did.
Because of Citrus and the scripts that I've done.
I never did either.
Yeah.
What about Chuckles? Chuckles can go to the very bad place where he never comes back, because if he does, I will grab my trident I have.
I was patient 0 for the piggy infection. Good thing I was already dead. I love that kid every turns the face cam on just for the visual effect of leaving the stream. Not again! This is so much worse than last time.
You thought I was lying? You thought...
I'm so glad that you turn your camera on just to get up immediately. Oh.
I told you! I told you what I was gonna say if Chuckles ever comes back!
Loki actually want to make a clown verse season 2 so they crack out of that voice.
Hey, it's a
You
crossover!
want to know how I got these scars? It's just like you model the clown off the Joker, but I do Chuckles instead.
Jeez.
Everyone talks about like Joker do, but no one ever asked like Chuckles do. That's the new song. I gotta. I guess it's like to like Joker do again and do a Chuckles version.
Oh my god. The clown crossover where Chuckles and the Joker just have like a cup of tea or whatever and just talking about what has
That's
been
the
happening.
real Hulk Legion. Or it's like or it's a Chuckles versus Joker rap battle.
Oh my! Chuckles and a Joker rapper. We need it. We need it. Guys, get this live stream 10 likes if you want to see a rap battle of Joker and
After
Chuckles.
defenestrate. I know I gotta do defenestrate first, but after that, yeah.
Yes.
That was my previous like goal. I never actually delivered on that. All right, but for now, please leave. Well, I guess please leave 10 likes or dislikes because your opinion matters, and subscribe if that's already. And on that note, until next.